Malawi and boy.
How are you doing, guys? How you doing, guys? How you doing, guys? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I'm gonna have to take this down because I couldn't see Martin there for a minute, so I'm taking that down. But guys, welcome to the show. So it's a reaction to Crystal Palace versus Man City. Me, Martin, and other people, obviously, we didn't do a reaction right away because we were on Dab's channel. Big up to Tabs for inviting us and Kaz. But after this, there's going to be another reaction, I think, at around 10:30 on the Mancunian way. So make sure you go see that. So I'm welcoming you, Don't Smoke. Welcome, Martin. So Crystal Palace away, which is one of the most difficult stadiums to go to, and we've won 1-0 penalty by Haaland, very cold penalty, no emotion at all, very balls of steel, if I may say, because those are the moments back in the days, as I said on Dub's channel, that we used to fumble. I've seen us fumble before while it's pens and we're sweating. So I'm going to start with you, Martin. How did you see that game? And can you also shed a bit of light on John Stones?
On that game, I thought it was a decent performance. I mean, I'm going to watch it back in a bit just to see if I've missed anything, because I always like to watch things back 2 or 3 times. But I was quite happy with the performance. I think there was a lot of panicking in the 60th, 70th minute and 0-0. Everyone was like, oh, here we go again. But I thought we kept our composure really well. Thought the substitutions were good. Mel made it the right time as well, and the correct substitutes. I thought it was one of them. I thought Crystal Palace did the normal flat back 9, and they were very compact, and they were trying to. You could tell that's a team with no confidence. And it's a team because they didn't really do anything going forward for me. It was generally all Manchester City, and they were just trying to keep us at bay. And so obviously until we went 1-0 up late in the game. But I thought it was going to be something special that probably got the breakthrough. A free kick or a penalty or a moment of magic that was going to unlock that Palace defence. But another clean sheet, 101 for Edison, 3 in a row. Happy days. And on the John Stones thing, bit surprising. Weird to have 2 centre-backs on the right-hand side and no full-back or no...
But it's Pep.
Right,
it's Pep, as always, it's Pep. Pep, that's what he does.
But I was happy with it. I thought we battled away really, really well. Grealish, man of the match by a country mile.
He played well. Like, to be honest with you, you didn't even say this game. He's been playing well. As I told you that, I bet you if he just puts that icing on the cake, I'm not saying about for me, but for him to be spoken about, I bet you by the media, is if he keeps on putting the icing on the cake. But he's been playing well. And what I like about him is, I know you mentioned the fact that you see him one day down the middle. I think he's very dangerous when he gets in the middle of the park, because I don't see anybody bringing him down that's scared, because they're like, oh, we can't bring him down here. I just feel like you're right. That guy might be the future down the middle. Maybe one of the days they will put somebody else down that wing. But I like him. I like the way he carries the ball. I watched, as I said, I watched the show 2 days ago where he was talking about carrying the ball, and he's, I think, the highest on carrying the ball in the Prem right now. And he's getting his confidence back, which is great. And those are sort of players you need for the Champions League stages or for the Premier League right now, as we need. Look, for me, John Stones, I knew he was going to come back. Every time he comes back, Pep puts him in right away. Am I happy John Stones being a fullback? I don't like it, because every time he plays a fullback role like this, next game, oh, he's injured. You know what I mean? I just give him a break. Give him a break. Play Walker. I think the Walker thing was a bit of a, maybe, I don't know if you agree with me. I think it was just a bit of Pep saying, you know what, he'll hold the bench after what you did, hold the bench for now. But don't smoke. How did you see the game? Were you thinking at the 60th minute that, oh, here's Crystal Palace again frustrating us? The nil from last season is coming to haunt us. Or you were thinking, oh, Crystal Palace, no shots on goal first half and second half, boom, one shot on goal, it's a goal.
Not even. I think at the end of the day, like I don't understand. People think football is a movie that it's supposed to go to according to some sort of script that's written. Because you're Man City, automatically you deserve to win. No, you need to earn the win on the pitch, and that's by beating your opponent. And today was evident in the sense that Bournemouth beat Liverpool, who just came from beating United 7-0. Right. So it shows that there is no easy game in the Premier League. There isn't, especially this time of the season whereby teams are fighting for a spot next year's competition and they don't want to get relegated. So for most teams, even a draw, especially the smaller teams, a draw is seen as a win. Right. So they'll give everything they have to get that point. Right. So, and it's that thing of whereby you're gonna have to be at your best to win, even though, and you saw in their setup automatically, they're not interested in playing. They just came to see out 90 minutes, and they'll take whatever they can. If they get a win, good, oh, so be it. Hence, you saw the tactics of getting as and Edward. That was a pre-game plan tactic. Let's try stay in the game for as long as we can. Then, similar to Forest, let's try stay in this game for as long as we can. And if by say an X amount of time we're still in the game, then we'll push it and see if we can sneak whatever we can. The only difference now is I think we have Haaland, right? So there's the ability of getting a scrappy goal. Because one of the biggest criticism of City was we only know how to score pretty goals. We
Yeah,
can't get
that's true.
the scrappy ones and the dirty ones. That's one of that's
Or
when
the
it comes
pens,
to
or the
goals we
pens
make.
that were important were missed back in the day.
Right.
The pens were missed. Yeah.
It's a great point.
Before Haaland, a penalty wasn't really a penalty for City because it was like a 50-50 chance. Let's be honest. It's always been like that. Anyone who's been supporting us for a long time, you would know that there's no guarantee when you get a penalty, right? Whereby with Haaland, we know all we need is just a sniff. And he's shown us, and the biggest example was that Cancelo assist against Dortmund, whereby give him half a chance, he'll score. And at the end of the day, people must understand that Haaland is human. He won't score 10 out of 10. This is not a game. You're dealing with human beings. And the difference this season, I mean, this time was we have Haaland, right? And that's what I knew that. And with and as soon as Alvarez came on, you saw the difference that touch he made and he shot. You said the only feeling I was feeling like, okay, is this another one of those Forest games whereby we're gonna Crystal Palace, one chance, one goal.
Yeah, they love that, and you know what
You
they do?
understand?
They always keep it to the end. They always keep it to the end.
Played so well. We've played so well because at the end of the day, you must understand that it deflates the team as well. Forget the result. It's also going to deflate the players, whereby they put in a hell of. Let's say, for example, Grealish, masterclass of a performance, and then you don't win. Similar to the United performance, whereby he scored a goal and he thought he won the game.
Yeah, he said in his interview that he was not very happy because he thought
You
that
see
was
what
the
I'm
goal
saying?
that's going to win everything. Yeah.
there's the human side of things, which most of us, we don't look at our players. We think players are robots. No, when you put in a hell of a performance and you come out the other side, it does affect you. Like, okay, what's the point at times? So I'm happy we got the win. At the end of the day, this period of the season, forget performances. I just care about results.
It's all
I
about
don't
3
care.
points. Yeah.
I don't care if the next 3 games will win by 3 own goals. I don't give a shit. I do not care.
Yeah, it is. Let me just welcome the guys. Daniel says, let's go. He had away win. Yeah, very hard. Lucky win says football power. Relax yourself. Great win, guys. Tough but sweet. Yeah. John Stones is key to this Man City team. I like John Stones as a centre back. As Martin says, sometimes you see him 2 right-footed right backs and right-footed centre backs, while 2 right backs on the bench.
No, but
For me, for me, to be honest with you, I think as much as people are saying, oh, Rico couldn't cop it in here, I think he could have. Just my opinion. I think he could have copped in this game.
No, but the thing is, okay, right. We're in a title race, right? We're at the crunch end of the season. You have experienced campaigners who have been in a title race, right? So at the end of the day, players also want to feel important. And how do you make a player feel important? You play them in important games. What message are you sending to your senior players, right? Tough place where we haven't convincingly won in a long time. And
we drew last season.
Exactly. Let's say you play Rico and then we draw. You know, how do you think Stones will feel, or Walker?
Okay, fair point. Let me just read some of this. Was Walker benched because Pep was worried he might get his party sausage out at Christopher? Pav, relax yourself. Congratulations, says Mr. H. Thank you very much, man. I know you're not happy. I know, Twisted, you're not happy as a Crystal Palace fan. Big up to you. Says Fax Martin. Says Sean, how you doing, man? Long time no see. Definitely a well-fought grinding win. Hello, Patrick and Martin. Hello, how you doing? He says, howdy, Don't Smoke. That's the nature of the game at Don't Smoke. Says, spot on. Arsenal are still winning the title, sadly, says Chelsea OG. Guys, go subscribe to Chelsea OG. He's always full of banter. True Party says, don't know about that, Chelsea OG. What a win. What a comment. Alana, yeah, he's look, Alvarez's turn. When he turned, my eyes light up. That kid is talented. I think there's a lot. Large up, guys. I'm on the move with the family. If I wasn't, I'll be on the panel crew. Pick up to you, Vena Games. Guys, go subscribe to Vena Games. Very good channel. Hardford grinded out with Happy Saturday. Yes, a happy Saturday. Always a hard win away to Selhurst Park. Yeah, it's a very tough stadium. Pep says you can hear the fans. It's so close. You can hear the fans. Obviously, if it was at the Etihad, Martin would be outside there. As always, needed them 3 points into Arsenal now. Just another day at the office. Great attitude, Sean says. Big Morgan, hard grind, boys. Big up to you, Big Morgan. Don't trust Spanish media. Apparently, Alvarez will leave and go to Barcelona. 1 week later, he extends. Spanish media are useless. Barcelona have been told not to sign players. Not only, Martin, Barcelona are now being investigated for paying refs off. So it's not great for them right now. Sean Clinton, how you doing? So Evening Blues, how you doing? Hi, Mills. Yeah, so Kevin, are you here with us finally?
Yeah, I'm here, yeah.
So how do you feel after that win? I know you and me were talking privately that this is always a difficult ground. And as the time was going, we're like, oh, these guys are just here to give us a sucker punch.
I told you, like, this Crystal Palace team, they always turn up with us. And when I watched the Liverpool game as well, these guys are not. It's just that they're unlucky, but they're not bad. They're not bad. And they're when they play big team at home, they always give them problem. All big team have problem playing over there. Everyone. But people are criticizing the penalty, the 1-0 win that City are struggling, they can't win. They are not the same City of last season. This is how you win the league. For the last 8 games is gonna be like this. That's what people don't understand. All this team, playing Leeds now, play Everton, playing what was it called? Southampton is harder than playing people like Brighton and all that. People don't understand.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, Brighton will Brighton will play open football, but some of these teams, Fulham will play open football, but some of these teams are fighting for their lives. Have you seen the bottom table?
These guys are fighting for them.
Yeah, Everton 1 win, Kevin. Sorry for cutting you. Yeah. Martin and Don't Smoke and Everton 1 win. They've already got out of the bottom. Yeah. Now they're
noticed that yesterday. There's like a point. One win propels you right back up the table. I was looking at the other day. There the bottom three were all on like 21 points.
Yeah.
All of them bang exactly the same, and you're like, one win. So everyone's written Bournemouth off. Everyone has written everyone off. But like Kevin says, Newcastle went to Selhurst Park, draw, 0-0. Liverpool went there, draw.
Yeah.
United went there, 1 each. Not many teams. Look, Crystal Palace are struggling against the teams around them. They're not struggling against the top teams. The top teams at Selhurst Park, they're fighting. So anyone who underestimates this result today, he needs to put down the PS controller and start coming into reality.
Or the
'Cause
Xbox.
It
or
ain't
the
a
Xbox.
football game. Or an Xbox, whatever your preference is. It ain't no football game. It ain't no computer game. Put it down. Come into reality. Crystal Palace were fighting for their manager today. Their manager, funnily enough, City rolling to town, and Vieira's one result away from the sack. Funny that. But the simple fact is, we've gone there. Crystal Palace, what did Edison have to really do today? Not a lot. Defence, not a lot, but they did it well. Then we've gone there, we've dominated them, we've created the chances, and it was a stonewall penalty. Anyone who says that's not a penalty, sorry, you need to go.
Both were though, Martin. Both were the one before and this both.
Yeah, you
Even
need
the
to go
announcer
to
said it. Yeah,
Spectators.
both. Yeah.
No, I think it's a penalty. That's a stonewall penalty. But it's just that people are saying that we're struggling because this is not the same city. Come on.
Yeah, but if that was Arsenal, that could have been a different story. Martin is right. The media already had an agenda saying, "Oh, Vieira is desperate." Vieira is not that desperate. He's in a good position right now, more than other teams. But you know what, Kevin? I'll let you finish. But I'm telling you, if that was Arsenal, just be careful with the media or some of these people. If that was Arsenal, they would be hyping them that, oh, they fought so hard and got the penalty and put it away. So I think you're right. So Kevin, you're right. Keep on going, man.
Yeah. For me, I think winning this game, we're gonna play well on on Tuesday as well. I told you that we're gonna win that game. I'm confident. But today game, I was just as soon as we scored that penalty, I was on my knees. I was shouting hallelujah and all those stuff.
you had to because you know every time at Crystal Palace when you are 1-0 and it's just added time, the game is not over. They go alive.
Yeah, but when we score, I know it's done. If it was 1-0 first half and that 77 minutes, we're still 1-0 down. I know that's a draw for us.
Yeah, but Don Smoke and Martin are right. Big up to Pep for putting Alvarez. I think he brought a bit of legs. You know what? This Alvarez guy is good.
I messaged you that as in we need Alvarez. You remember?
Yeah, you did. You said it. Let me just read. Even those behind Mills, Han needs to add more to his game. I think he's getting better. If you watched him against Bournemouth, he was incredible. Evening, Harry Mills says, Sean, not picky. How many teams win 3 points to 3 points? Okay, I didn't get that. So not picky. How many teams win three points is 3 points? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Evening, Sean, he says, our wingers are our main problem. No, there's no issues with our wingers. Our wingers are great. Rodri was my man of the match. He was everywhere today. Won every ball, control the midfield. That's true. Puff says, Martin, you can add a Game Boy to your list. He certainly did. Yes, Patrick, big up to you, Sean. Says, what was up with pulling stones in the footlock? What was up with Wilfred Zaha putting stones in the footlock? I don't know, and that's a red card. Some give it a red card because he actually held his leg like this, you know that, right? And then threw it on the floor. I don't know. Anyway, go ahead, Kevin.
Well, Patrick, I want to ask you guys one thing. Do you guys think Phillips will even get close to Rodri as time goes? Do you guys think?
I think I can give you an answer before. Look, I can give you an answer before you go to Don Smoke and Martin. When Rodri came in this team, Kevin, I used to call him a tractor. I never wanted Rodri, Gundogan in the same pitch. I don't know, Martin, if you remember. Everybody was saying the same thing. Oh, he's slow. He will never be Fernandinho. Guess what now? We're saying the same thing. Phillips, will he ever reach Rodri? Trust me, have hope in this Phillips guy. This is the guy majority of us when we were doing our scouting videos. He came out clean. It's just that I think that whole weight thing after the World Cup was unfortunate. I could have loved if it was Phillips who played against Bayern, who played all against Girona, all the friendly matches. I think he could have been up to speed. But just for my case, even Akanji, I think this slander of Akanji is unfair because
No,
we
I
give
can't.
everybody a first season. We give everybody a first season. This is
It's the
Akanji's
way
first
fans
season.
are now, Pat.
Yeah.
Fans are so desperate to jump onto somebody. And you know, if you look this season, it's rotated. We've had Edison, Mahrez, Grealish, Haaland's had a little bit. It's like someone's got to have the blame. And it baffles me. And at the symbol, I mean, listen, Rodri was exceptional today.
Yeah.
I don't think he was man of the match. My man of the match.
I'd give it to Grealish.
I thought Jack Grealish was out of this world today. I thought he scared Palace. Said it on Never a Foul. He scared Palace today. And to me, the Grealish upturn is ever since João Cancelo's departed. Because they're not fighting for the same space on the pitch anymore. They're not trying to do the same jobs. Grealish, Ake knows exactly what he needs to do. Grealish knows exactly what he needs to do. And I thought that was the danger area for us. I just think today, we'll look back at today, if we lift this title, as a very pivotal time in the title race. You always look back at this time of the year. I always remember going, was it 2 or 3 years ago, we went away to Turf Moor and played Burnley away. And we only beat them 1-0. And Burnley were in a relegation battle at the time. If you remember, Aguero just nicked it over the line. And everyone was panicking then. Oh, you know, we're 0-0 against Burnley. And Aguero, and sometimes you've got to scrape out a 1-0 win.
Yeah.
This is what mentality monsters do. This is what you have to do. Is it going to be nervy? Of course it is. Is it good? But we're used to this. We're used to having the mentality and having the cojones to do this running. Right now, Arsenal basically, you look at Arsenal's backline at the minute, it's like United's roof at Old Scaffold. It's leaking left, right, and centre. While we are clean sheet merchants again now. You look at the way those players reacted at full time. They were embracing, they were hugging, what it means to them.
You saw Haaland, how excited he was with Pep hugging and everything.
These boys want this title. These want the title to stick 2 fingers up to the whole of the Premier League and every single opposition fan and go, we're going to lift a trophy you don't want us. You don't even want us in your league, and we're going to lift that trophy up nice and high.
Sean says it was 5 a.m. here and I was jumping and screaming. Sorry, neighbors. Big up to you, man. Grealish was good. Pity he has no shot on goal.
Yeah,
Grealish tried.
But let me say something about that Grealish comment. Grealish need to bring goals with the style of play. Come on, we need goals from him. We need goals.
Why?
I understand he was the best. We just need goals from him, you know.
But why are you getting them from Haaland and Foden?
Yeah, can I ask?
Like this type of match that we need goals now. He needs to score as well. That's what I'm saying. He needs to score. As well.
No, I don't buy into that.
No, the thing is, this is my problem, right? It's like we want to blitz every team 3-0, 4-0. At the end of the day, to win a football game, you just need one more goal than the opponent.
Yeah.
And that's all it is.
I don't care where it comes from.
Now, okay, so let me ask you a question. Would you prefer Grealish scores 1 or 2 goals, but we lose 4-2 because we lose control of the game?
No, not really.
So the thing is, everything in life comes at a price. That's what we have to understand, right? Someone gives you something for the lack of something. It's rare to find someone who gives you an overall good performance, but also gives you the output that you expect. Because you have certain players who only give you output, but outside the output, they don't contribute as much as someone else. Whereby Grealish being in the team allows everyone else to play better. And would you sacrifice that just for a few goals, but then you lose that in return?
And he does try. I mean, we spoke about it, Pat, didn't we, earlier? If you look at Grealish's shots, they're not actually bad. It's just the way Grealish plays, he has 2 or 3
Just
players
unlucky.
around him all the time. So every single time he's shooting, they're getting blocked or the keeper's pulling off worldies. He is trying to add goals, but exactly as Don says there, you can't have Foden, Haaland and Grealish all going. You can't have them all being direct because you lose. You've got to have one of them to be patient and be controlled. And that's what Grealish brings. Let the others get the goals. Let the others do that. Grealish will do the donkey work. Grealish is the guy who runs back and tackles. Grealish is the guy who'll go back and get in midfield. So I think you've got to sacrifice. One of them has to sacrifice. But Grealish is... I keep hearing this Grealish got to add goals.
He never done that at Villa. So it's like, did he score goals in your FIFA season in PlayStation or Xbox, or where is this coming from? Like, I want to know the source of this thing of whereby Grealish should score more goals, because most players who score goals most of them scored goals before coming to City. It's not like they just came to City and started scoring goals. They got better. Yes,
is when I
If
watch.
being honest, it's the price tag.
No. For me, when I watch him, is sometimes he hardly is. I don't think if he's scared or he prefer to pass it to the next man than to try and score. That's brilliant. If you guys watch him.
But let me ask you a question, right? If I know I'm not clinical, right, and there are much more clinical people around me, should I shoot or should I give the ball to the clinical guys?
Give the ball to the clinical guys. I get that. I understand that. I'm not saying Grealish is a bad player. I'm saying it for him. For him, he needs to put as in. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. For Grealish,
I understand what you're saying. The problem is
he's desperate as well to get goals. Do you guys know that?
To Martin's point, Kevin, most of the times keepers make world-class saves against Grealish. It's like they pick Grealish as the ones to have those moments on. And certain things are just out of your control, whereby the next guy you give him and then the keeper becomes a dummy once again.
The thing is,
so
Jack
go ahead,
Grealish Jack Grealish has the second most assists in our team. You've got De Bruyne on 17, Mahrez and Jack Grealish and Rodri are all on 6. You've got Grealish who scored 3 goals. Ilkay Gundogan scored 3 goals. So Riyad Mahrez has scored 12. Kevin De Bruyne has only scored 5. So I'm trying to get where I'm trying to get to is what is it that people want from? Do you want Grealish to score 10, 15 goals a season? Because that you can't have a striker number 9 scoring 30 odd goals a season, and then Grealish to bang 15.
For me, I think you guys don't understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say, what I'm watching when I'm watching Grealish, I'm trying to say Grealish sometimes just try and shoot as well. Shoot like 10, then maybe 1 or 2 will go in. But man, hardly shoot, and I don't know. You don't want to make the decision like
But you see, Kevin, the problem is most of the times when Grealish has the ball, there's 2-3 people blocking him from shooting. So unless he can take the ball, hold it with his hand, and run away with it, put himself in a better position and shoot.
Before we go to this man, go ahead, Adam. Go ahead.
You know it is as well. A lot of teams, whenever we do play teams, they tend to take out Grealish and just absolutely take him out. Where they will, even if it means they're fouling him, and Grealish, and it takes a lot to take the ball off him. And some teams they just hack him, and then the next thing you know, he's on the floor holding his calf or whatever. So teams are just sometimes frustrating. They target Grealish, whether it's trying to injure him or whatever. I don't know what their intentions are.
Yeah, there's a comment here by Sean. I don't get it either, Martin. Go ahead.
Just throw that. If you look at the chances created in our team, where does anyone think Jack Grealish is?
First or second?
Chances created in our whole team. Kevin De Bruyne's top.
I think isn't
Grealish is second.
Is he second? Is he above Haaland?
Yes. Way above.
I've got him here for you now. I'll tell you exactly. Kevin De Bruyne has created 82 chances. Riyad Mahrez 45. Jack Grealish 51 chances
Mhm.
he has created. That's why he's in this team. And that's why he's important.
Yeah, I think that has just closed the whole Grealish chapter. I don't get it either, Martin. Some of our fans are always looking for someone to blame when things don't happen.
No one
But,
is
I
blaming
think-
no one. You
No,
guys
no, 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 no,
understand.
no, no, Kevin, that comment was here before you. I think we're talking about Akanji then. We're talking about Akanji.
Okay.
Grealish was great today, but okay, Grealish was great today, but let's not do this. He was out of this world thing. He didn't create or score a goal. If Gundo doesn't win the pen, it could have been 0-0, could have been different combos. Don't smoke. For 100 million, I want somebody who can score from outside the box. Grealish is important to the team. I totally get that. Tali says, hello, how you doing, man? You need 3 new 4 backs, says Pav. Rodri should have been in quotation for Premier League player of the season last season, but he didn't have the PR. That's true. Top 3 have top 3 have to sort out who draws the players out and who we use a designated striker, and we all know who that is. I know Man United players will just be voted, to be honest. If Jack wasn't doing what Pep wanted, he wouldn't be getting minutes. That's true. Man City winning the league. Luka, enough. I stick by it. Luka, enough. Anyway, City didn't play well. Yeah, anyway. Palace were poor. We need a right back, left back, and wingers. We need a left back, I think so. I know as much as Ake is doing well. I don't know. Look, I still have my Gomez hope, even though those small things is still got. Okay, why rest KDB?
Nah, man.
Let me ask Luca. The
But
reason
guys,
why
I think we are not giving Ake enough credit. You know,
no, Ake is
we are
incredible.
just sleeping on him.
Ake is incredible, but today my heart, I swallowed my own heart when he got injured. I was
Yeah,
like, no,
me as well.
Leipzig. I was like, Leipzig. Oh my God, Leipzig without Ake. Why rest De Bruyne? Because we have got a Champions League game, Luca. Champions League Tuesday. I know you haven't been in the Champions League for so long. Champions League Tuesday. Grealish divides your fan base.
Wait, Patrick, I think maybe they thought you were resting him for the FA Cup. They don't
No,
understand.
I don't think. I think he forget that for Champions League. Grealish divides your fan base. No, he doesn't. He just watch the fan base. I just told people, even if he does 6 goals, watch them shush. Some people just want goals. That's what they love. Come on, Patrick. Gomez is a Sunday League player. Shush, man. Collins. Gomez is
That's
a
a
good
funny.
player. Okay, so don't smoke. Let's talk about this man, Haaland. As I said back in the days, I'll just mention a few situations. Spurs penalty, UCL away, it was missed. There was moments where we used to miss pens in the UCL. We used to miss pens in very games that we could have buried Liverpool. Right now, when this man took the ball, I didn't feel any pressure. But what do you think of Haaland? 28 goals now, Martin. 5 away from breaking Mo Salah's record.
He's broken Aguero's today.
Yeah. This one.
Aguero's records 34 goals in all comps. Aguero was at 33, I think. And you know what? It doesn't even bother me. You know when he missed that one in the first half that went over from 2 yards? It doesn't so much. They don't bother me because do you know what it is with Haaland? I know he's going to get a chance again at some point. And I know you can see it in his face. When he misses, he's angry at himself.
Yeah, he
You
is.
can
And that's
see
what you
he's
need.
and you can see, look at the way yes, it was a penalty, but he was cool, he was calm, he was collected.
calm.
And the way he celebrated it was, it's like he said, I don't even look at the goalie. I know exactly where I'm going. I'm laser focused. And the celebration at the end, what he did last week at Newcastle, what he did in the corner, Dan Burn was giving it the big one. Our 6'5" meat machine runs the length of the pitch to get in Dan Burn's face to say, go on then, try and have a pop at me, sunshine. Then he's in the corner in the 90th minute, bouncing the ball off.
He's a fan. He's a fan. He's a City fan.
Yeah, the guy is just phenomenal. You know, is he going to have a dry spell? Of course he is. Is he going to go 2 or 3 games? But what I'm liking is his overall game is improving.
It is, yeah.
His overall game's improving now. He's getting involved in little scraps. Some of the referees are annoying me because Haaland always seems to be on the rough end of referees' decisions now.
Yeah, they are, yeah. They are now, yeah.
As soon as it's a 50-50, it's straight. That referee couldn't wait to keep giving Palace free kicks today every time Haaland jumped. It was like, come
There's a question: was Foden taken off because of Leipzig? He wasn't
He was
having one of the
crap.
best games, but to be honest with you, it's good that he rested, but he wasn't having a great game. So Sean is laughing. Haaland 28 goals, Chelsea 27. Are you still counting, Daniel? Leave it. Wait until my match reaction tomorrow. I watched that, Luca. Big up to you. Haaland will get 35 at least. Yeah, he will. Yeah. I saw Harry Kane is trying to catch up. Harry Kane is on 20 now. Grealish has improved, but the problem is that he can't counter attack. He always kills the momentum. Wow, that's weird. He's been
You
the
know
player.
what's the game today?
Yeah, he's been the one carrying the ball.
Yeah,
Collins.
he didn't watch the game. He didn't watch the game. He didn't watch the game.
Yeah, there's a picture of him wearing an Arsenal shirt. I don't know who he's on about.
Oh,
Haaland's
he-
overall,
someone
I
else
think he's on
played
about
it.
Haaland. Yeah, Haaland's overall play improves every week. He has more assists than a certain loser, Kane. Kane will never win anything.
Yeah.
What about your thoughts, Don't Smoke? What do you think of this machine Haaland, man? It looks like this guy is a City fan, and you can tell because the celebrations he has at the end of the match, that's not just a player, that's a City fan.
Yeah, man. You know, at the end of the day, I think for 100 million, this is what fans are expecting of Grealish to score 28 goals. Right.
Look at this guy. You're bringing the story. You're bringing the story back.
Don't let it go.
Yeah, Don't Smoke doesn't want to let it
I was
go.
just teasing Kevin. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, you know, when you're a great player and you play under a great manager, we expect great things. Right. We all knew he's a special player, right? Playing for a special team, right? But to do it in your first season,
Why you haven't gelled yet, and why you're not ready
yeah.
yet? Apparently,
Because to be honest, we haven't really gelled yet as a team. That's the honest
no, they
truth.
haven't, and they haven't. Like, do you remember when Dortmund, how Sancho and them guys from midfield used to find him? That hasn't happened frequently in this team yet.
Right. And that's the only scary part. We haven't gelled yet as a team. Pep still hasn't found the proper recipe to cook the whole City Haaland meal. And that's what he's busy tinkering for. Because if you see Pep, this is more of next season planning. So he's looking, okay, who which of the players will I still have here next season, and who will I bring in, and that's why this is such a remarkable season. Because funny enough, we're actually in a transition. If you look at
Yeah,
it,
we are. Yeah,
we are.
we are.
As much as people may not want to accept this, right? This is probably the worst we're gonna be for a while. So if people think we are bad now and we're only a few points away from retaining the title, then they don't know what's coming. That's all I can say. They don't know what's coming. Because I can tell you now, once we know how to utilize Haaland's strengths to the full to its full ability, we're gonna blow teams away. These numbers that he's hitting now, trust me, it will be a joke. We'll be asking questions of why did it take him so long to get 28 goals last season? Those are the questions you're gonna be asking for. So give it time, man. Give it time. We always give players the grace of the first season, and I believe he'll only get better from it. And we've seen the whole journey of Haaland since he came. How his ball retention has been improving week in, week out. And I think and it's still young. At the end of the day, is he 21 or 22?
22, just 22.
He's 22. He's still a kid, man. In footballing terms, he's still a kid. And
Wait,
still
does he
has a lot to
qualify?
learn.
Does he
And
qualify for the Young Player of the Year?
I think you have to be 21.
I think so.
No, 23.
yeah.
So when you are 23, you are not qualified.
23. I think
But when you are
it's under
22,
23.
yeah, you are still
Under
qualified.
23. So, man, like the best is yet to come. That's all I'll say. Like, at the end of the day, that's why when I see all the City fans dark and gloomy, no, the better days are ahead. That's all I can tell you. It will get better. And we've seen it that it does get better. So, man, watch the space. Next season, Patrick, you trust me, the world, the Premier League is not ready. That's all I can tell you for next season.
Yeah, and
Do
you
you
know
know
what? The
what I
Premier is
love?
not ready
And
for
Gomez
the
won't be
best
there.
left back. Gomez, yeah.
And
Do
Gomez
you know what I
won't be
love
there.
about is that everyone's always said about City not winning ugly. A lot of people have this this idea of City have to win, but they've got to win with a panache, with sexy football. And champions don't always do that. Sometimes to be a champion, you've got to go to really difficult places and
Stalk
sometimes
away.
win a bit ugly.
Stalk away.
And that's something that I think we do, and it's very underrated. It's very underrated when we do it. If that was United or that's Arsenal and they get a 1-0 win at Crystal Palace, the media, that's a thing of champions.
No, but
That's
they
a
say
thing of momentum.
they say that
We
when,
do it, and it's
no.
nah.
For me, I think like even some of the commentators of the channel I was watching, they were saying that's the thing of champion as well. I don't know which station you guys were
No,
watching.
there are other stations. Trust me, there are other stations. There are other stations. Just watch it. There's a guy who's pissing me off now. What's his name? He's from ESPN. Every time we play, he says,
No,
that
guys,
was boring. That was
Why do you
boring.
guys follow ESPN? They have something against us.
Yeah, they do. So I
It's-
say people think it's normal to have amount of goals Haaland has. I think they do think, but Nunes, look at Nunes. Even Alvarez has got similar goals.
But they
than
say
Alvarez.
Nunes is better than Haaland this year.
Yeah,
Now they're saying
it's
it
rub-
like
it's rubbish. It's
2020.
rubbish, man. Diaz is so
2020.
key. Diaz is so key in your defense, which is why you are keeping clean sheets regularly. I said about Diaz, I told people Diaz has to come back. Just wait until his partner John Stones gets fit. You see the clean sheets we're gonna get in the UCL. Rashford in his last 87 Premier League games scored 29 goals. Haaland in his last 26 Premier League games scored 28. They say Rashford should be a contention for player of the season. I think that's just rubbish and obviously PR because Rashford is a PR merchant. Do you think Alvarez and Haaland should start more regularly together? They look good together. Like when Alvarez stepped on that pitch with Haaland, they look menacing. We need to use Haaland's pace. That man is quick. Anyway, it doesn't matter how we win 3 points in the back, as Don Smoke also said. Usually players under Pep get even better in their second season. That's what Don Smoke and Martin said. Second season, we haven't even seen the best of Haaland. We miss having David Silva type player in the middle. Yeah, we do, but the team evolved. Would you take a Berardi? Who's this Berardi guy everybody keeps talking about?
What do you mean you don't know Barella? You don't know Barella?
No, I don't know Berardi.
Whoa.
He's from Juventus.
No, it's from
Inter
Inter.
Milan.
He's from
He's from
Inter.
Sorry, yeah, but Inter Milan are not going to sell it.
Everybody keeps
I want
working for him.
if City go for Barella, I would scream that Barella is
Verratti's cousin.
yeah.
Does he smoke too? He would do the job. But Verratti's out of the UCL now. Sometimes champions win ugly games. That's true. That's why I too believe that Arsenal fell apart this end of the season. Martin has warned them. They were keeping clean sheets. Now they're not keeping clean sheets. They keep going down. They were down to Sporting 2-1, and Sporting had to score an own goal for them to go draw. He's so good, guys. That's the reaction. We're gonna do the Leipzig preview. Possibly. Maybe Monday. I don't know. I think Monday. Yeah, but maybe Monday. But guys, we are going to be live on Martin's channel at 10:30. I'm going to pass the mic to Martin. Let me just stop sharing this legend called Haaland. Let me just bring the legend called Martin on. So Martin, there you go. So Martin, go ahead. Tell the people where they can find you tonight and where they can find you overall. Apart from standing outside the Etihad.
Yeah, I'm not standing outside the Etihad tonight. Sorry. Yeah, we'll be live 10:30, the Mancunian Way, over on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We're everywhere. Come and join us at 10:30. We do analysis. We also do a little bit of banter as well, which Pat knows all about. But come and join us. Everyone is welcome, and we'll get into it. Hit the like and subscribe to this legend as well, because he deserves it.
Yeah, guys, go and subscribe to Martin's channel. For the rest of the guys, if you want to follow Adam, you can follow him on Twitter. He does spaces. And Don't Smoke, you can follow him. He's mostly silent on Twitter, but when he comes out with a tweet, it's usually a bomb. You can also follow Kevin as Oasis Kevin, I think so, on Twitter. Anyway, guys, thank you very much, everybody in the comments. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much, Sean. Hopefully, Sean, you get on the next show. We have to see you on the next show. Maybe obviously the Leipzig game. See you soon, Martin. Looking forward to all of you guys. Like the video on your way out. I appreciate all of you guys. Let's
Everyone
go, guys.
dislike the video.
Just because of that, I'm gonna...
Don't listen to Adam. Don't listen to Adam. He's a man.
Who's Adam back?
So we had 2 points. We're 2 points away from Arsenal. Who do Arsenal play next? Just out of interest.
Fulham.
They play Crystal Palace
No, I
after
think they play,
after Fulham.
no, I think they play Fulham.
Fulham.
Yes,
Fulham
they
away.
play. That's what I'm saying
After
to you. They
Fulham,
play
they play
Fulham
Crystal
tomorrow,
Palace.
and then they play.
Go ahead, Adam.
I said they play Fulham, and then they play Crystal Palace the week after.
Okay, grand. Okay, guys, that's it. So let's just look at that Fulham game and hope that Mitrovic does a masterclass. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. Have a lovely evening. See you on Martin.